Despite its higher cost of living and the bad rap it gets in some media echo chambers, Los Angeles still attracts thousands of new residents each year, adding to the 3.8 million people already lucky enough to call it home. In this video, I'll share the 8 reasons people still move to LA from great weather, culture, nature, and food. It's a massive playground filled with opportunities. I'm Tony Mariotti, your luxury agent in LA. Let's go. Perhaps the top reason to live in LA, the one I hear most from my clients who move here, is the weather. And I can relate. It's one of the main reasons I moved here in 2001. That and the economic opportunities, which I'll cover in just a minute. Now about that weather, the sun shines here most days, and the Mediterranean climate is no joke. Mild winters and warm, dry summers keep us outside year-round. We'll cover outdoor activities in just a minute too, but it's not just the uniform climate. The valleys can heat up in the summer, great if you like it hot, and the LA basin stays comfortably mild, perfect if you like a moderate balance. The coastal neighborhoods remain pleasantly cool, with fresh ocean air for those who love a sea breeze. The climate shapes how we live. You'll see people heading out in the morning for a run in January. Weekends might mean brunch outdoors, followed by an afternoon of bike riding along the coast. The weather encourages you to be active, to explore and embrace the city's natural beauty. By the way, if this is your first time here and you want to know everything about living, working, or buying a home in Los Angeles, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. We do weekly videos, so you don't want to miss a thing. With all its great weather, it's no wonder Angelinos take advantage of all the city's outdoor adventures. They do it a lot. LA is an urban playground surrounded by nature, such as the massive Griffith Park, larger than Central Park, which offers hiking, horseback riding, and the iconic Griffith Observatory. The Santa Monica Mountains, which I'm standing in right now and you can see behind me, creates a network of trails and trailheads right off the city streets. A quick hike up Runyon Canyon reveals cityscapes, or escape deeper into the hills like where I am now for solitude and fresh air. Venice Beach brings funky street performers and lively boardwalks, while Manhattan Beach is more upscale, laid back, and sporty. For surfing, you'll find consistent waves at breaks like Malibu Surfrider Beach, and for a quieter beach, try El Matador State Beach in North Malibu. It has dramatic rock formations. Outdoor fitness is a way of life here. You'll see people joining yoga classes in parks, taking boot camp sessions on the sand, or rollerblading along the oceanfront paths. The Marvin Broad Bike Trail is a highlight, spanning from Pacific Palisades to Torrance. It's almost 22 miles long, perfect for cycling, jogging, or a leisurely ride at sunset. Living in LA makes staying active easy. Day trips and weekend getaways, another thing that sets LA apart. You're never stuck with just the city itself. Not that you'd ever get bored. But when you crave a change of scenery, day trips and weekend escapes are easy. For winter sports, Big Bear Mountain is about 2 hours away. It's perfect for beginner skiers and snowboarders. If you're more advanced, drive just 5 miles north to Mammoth Mountain, where you'll find a true alpine setting. 7 hours puts you in Lake Tahoe, known for its world-class skiing with lake views. And if you're up for a big road trip, it's a 10-hour drive to Salt Lake City, powder heaven. I've done this trip a few times, and the route takes you through Vegas, which is a nice way to break up the drive if you prefer shorter legs of your journey. Not into skiing? No problem. Head to Joshua Tree for desert landscapes, starry skies, and unique rock formations. It's a photographer's dream. Palm Springs is always fun, and I personally like checking out all the charming mid-century modern homes there. There are plenty of golf courses and poolside relaxation. Another quick trip I like to make is to pop up to Santa Barbara for wineries and farm-to-table eating. SB is smaller, so the coastal Mediterranean vibe hits a little stronger than LA. It's a good little escape. All told, LA is a perfect hub for weekend mini adventures and exploring Southern California. If you're thinking of moving to LA, I'll assume it's because you prefer big city energy over small or medium-sized town energy. When the sun goes down, LA doesn't slow down. You've got comedy clubs on Sunset Strip, rooftop bars in downtown with skyline views, and nightlife scenes in West Hollywood that pulse with energy. Music festivals pop year-round, bringing everything from symphonies to EDM to indie rock. Catch both rising stars and stand-up legends at the Comedy Store or Laugh Factory. Dance the night away at Hollywood clubs with cutting-edge DJs. Sift craft beers or cocktails at hidden speakeasies in downtown's Arts District. Attend film festivals, art walks, and cultural fairs. LA is also a big sports town, from college rivalries at the Rose Bowl to pro teams in hockey, basketball, baseball, soccer, and football. If you're into sports, there's always a game worth watching. The city's social energy means you can find your crowd, whether that's after-hour work mixers, film meetups, or running clubs along the beach. If you love the arts, you've got top-notch museums like the Getty Center, LACMA, and the Broad. They're world-renowned for their collections, everything from European classics to cutting-edge installations. If music's your thing, the Hollywood Bowl offers outdoor concerts under the stars. Where else can you hear the LA Philharmonic surrounded by mountain views? There might be no better city for film buffs. Catch a movie at a historic theater like the Vista or Chinese Theater on Hollywood Boulevard. No matter what you're into, LA has you covered. Real quick, we are the Ruby Hum team helping clients move to and move across Los Angeles. Write this number and email down, reach out, and we'll schedule a private one-on-one consultation. We're here to help you find the perfect home in the perfect neighborhood. So go ahead and copy this info and we'll talk to you soon. LA is one of the most diverse cities in the US. Moving around town, you'll hear multiple languages, meet people from every corner of the globe, and discover cultural celebrations year-round. I love meeting people from different backgrounds and trying new cuisines, which we'll discuss in just a second. I know my life is more interesting here, being constantly exposed to different perspectives, and I value the connections I've made to people, not just from other parts of the US, but from around the world. As mentioned, LA's diversity shows up on the plate, which as a foodie, I also really like. From street tacos to high-end sushi, there's a dish for every mood. I like to explore Koreatown barbecue spots and Little Tokyo's noodle shops too. Downtown LA's Grand Central Market is a microcosm of LA's food scene, a single destination showcasing global flavors. And in LA, you're never far from high-end culinary experiences. Great restaurants all around town, including a handful of Michelin star restaurants. If you love cooking at home, here's a bonus. Farmers markets are all over the city and they overflow with fresh produce, local cheeses, artisanal bread, and seasonal fruit. My favorites are Hollywood Farmers Market because it's close to home, the original Farmers Market near Fairfax, historic and eclectic, and Pacific Palisades Market, fresh ingredients with local breezes. In LA, dining isn't just about eating, it's about exploring culture, community, and creativity with every bite. One of the things about LA that really comes alive for my clients, especially when they're getting to know the area, is the mix of architectural styles here. If you're used to suburbs with identical subdivisions, LA's variety is a breath of fresh air. To illustrate, here are a few comparisons from other places I've lived. In San Francisco, there's heavy doses of Victorian styles or high-rise condos, not a lot in between. In the Pacific Northwest, homes are particularly uniform, especially in subdivisions developed from the 1980s onward. On the other hand, you can stroll down a single street in LA and see craftsman bungalows, Spanish revival homes, Mediterranean villas, Tudor homes, and sleek mid-century modern icons, along with contemporary homes. The variety here reflects the city's layered history, each style narrating different eras from the 1800s to today. And for folks who want a lot of amenities and luxury living, there are plenty of high-rise condos too, which offer urban conveniences and skyline views. With all the variation, you can find a space that fits both your budget and your style. If you're in research mode, I'll link to a deep dive about different regions and neighborhoods of LA at the end of this video. It's easy to think of LA as just the entertainment biz. The economy here is much broader, and just like other major cities, the opportunities here are much greater. When I moved here in the early 2000s, I found a strong tech scene, a welcome surprise after living through the dot-com bust in San Francisco. Big tech and e-commerce companies thrive on the West Side's Silicon Beach areas like Santa Monica, Venice, and Playa Vista. While those neighborhoods are known for companies like Dollar Shave Club, Hulu, and YouTube, the majority of tech companies are actually spread around town. Fashion houses, design studios, and media companies flourish. And international trade through the ports of LA and Long Beach bring in global commerce, sparking endless opportunities. LA's aerospace roots are deep, dating as far back as the biplane era in the early 1900s, and today we have SpaceX, Northrop Grumman, and Boeing, to name just a few. I really love the city's mix of creativity and business savvy. Specifically, I like being surrounded by driven people going all in, whether they are artists, developers, designers, or writers. If you're considering a move to or across Los Angeles, call, email, text, whatever works for you. We help folks find the perfect place to call home, and I mentioned earlier that I'd link to a video about the different areas of LA. Check out this super detailed deep dive on the layout of LA's regions and neighborhoods, and what it's like to live in each area. I'm Tony Mariotti. See you in the next video.